So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to get it going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Clear 10 Vodka, which is locally crafted and small. Ask a server to try it today or go out front and get one. All right, let's bring out Joe Canfield.
Joe Canfield making his way to the cage tonight. Canfield is a very tough, gritty fighter. Had a bit of problems making weight last night, but was able to cut it, got through the weigh-ins, got everything done. As you can see, he is an incredibly shredded individual. He comes to us by way of American Top Team HD, a very, very tough camp. Kevin, I know you know a little bit about them. Always great fighters there. Rudy Bear's in his corner this evening. Look for him to want to dictate the pace, keep the pressure, and use his game plan in this fight. The American Top Team guys are always in shape and always ready for action. We can look for Joe Canfield to really basically take this fight anywhere that it needs to go. On the ground, standing up, he does not care. He feels that he is a true mixed martial artist in this fight and has no issues whatsoever, ready to do business.
Yeah, always the best options are where your opponent is weakest to take the fight.
So let's set it up to the cage for Stephen Bayer.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Matt Morgan.
Matt Morgan making his way to the cage this evening. He comes to us by way of Griffey Muay Thai. Morgan sports a 4-0 record. Now, although he is considering himself a Muay Thai fighter, he has 2 of his wins via submission. He feels that, he's not a problem with anything on the ground or standing up. He is ready to bring it. He feels that he is a very elusive fighter. He likes to pick his shots. He told me he wants to take this fight out quickly. As we go to our tail of the tape, Joe Canfield, 35 years old, 5'10", 146 pounds, out of Paola, Kansas. Matt Morgan, 23 years old, 5'9", 143 pounds, out of Wichita, Kansas. Morgan is one of those guys, he told me he likes adversity, and he feels that being in the cage, it is a definite part of being in the adversity world, but he is ready to go, and this is how he deals with it. So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to kick us off.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs in at 146 pounds, fighting out of Paola, Kansas, Joe Canfield. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs in at 143.4 pounds, fighting out of Wichita, Kansas, Matt Morgan.
Referee Mike Anglin about ready to get this fight started. Matt Morgan taking on Joe Canfield right here at the Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri for Shamrock FC Retaliation. And here we go. Quick touch of the gloves. Both fighters look to be in great shape here. Canfield is pushing the action against Morgan straight up against the cage.
Yeah, good job by Canfield using the long jab to close the distance and put Morgan on the cage. Nice short knees on the inside from both fighters. Morgan now has his back off the cage. He wants to try and get a little separation, cause a little space, so he can start his nice stand-up work. Canfield is really working for that takedown. Looks like Morgan is looking for a guillotine, but he does not have the position. He needs to be in full guard to finish that guillotine. He needs to let go of that neck, try and get an overhook to try and help him get up off the cage.
Yeah, that position isn't going to do any real good for him. As he does, he's able to stand up, but that's not going to do much as he gets taken down here by Canfield.
Yeah, having that right arm over the neck of Canfield really helped Canfield get that easy takedown.
Good pressure here coming from Joe Canfield on top. halfway through round one.
Morgan is doing a good job of controlling the posture and the arms of Canfield so he can't land any strikes. If Canfield doesn't get some sort of offense going shortly, the referee is going to stand this fight up.
Definitely. Referee Mike Anglin wants to see some action here. Looks like we're getting a little more now coming up as Canfield postures up a bit, gets the shots, looking to pass here to side control.
This is an opportunity for Morgan to use it to get his left underhook and try and get up. Canfield does an excellent job of passing into side control.
Morgan doing well here to get back to half guard. We're going to look to see Canfield here try to posture up, I'm sure, and try to start to land some shots as we are down here to just over 30 seconds remaining in round one.
Very nice job of Canfield using his forearm to create space so he can land more powerful punches.
Canfield doing a great job here to maintain position and control.
Yeah, Morgan's really just trying to survive at this point. He's not offering up any offense. He's just trying to minimize the damage being caused by Canfield.
10 seconds remaining here in the round. Very nice as Canfield rolls into a possible rear naked choke, stopped by the bell.
Yeah, Morgan tried to push off on Canfield, and Canfield used that to take the back of Morgan. Unfortunately for Canfield, it was at the very end of the round and could not finish that rear naked choke.
Ladies and gentlemen, Metro PCS.
Very tough round to call here. I have this one for Canfield. How do you feel that that one went?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good round for Canfield. You know, he got the fight to the ground, controlled all the positions on the ground, got to the dominant positions, definitely won the fight, or the round, I'm sorry, in my opinion.
As we look here at our instant replay, nice takedown for Joe Canfield, who then, of course, maintains position, postures up a bit, and lands a few shots.
If I'm in the corner of Morgan, if Canfield, I want to tell him that if Canfield pushes you against a fence, you cannot grab over the neck for the guillotine unless you can completely finish that guillotine. That gave Canfield an easy takedown. Morgan could not get back up the rest of the round.
And here we go with round two. Nice little left there coming from Canfield. Again, rushes Morgan straight to the cage.
Yeah, that's the problem with kicking when your opponent's trying to take you down. If you kick, it's very easy to catch those kicks and work off a takedown just like Canfield did.
Again, Canfield doing a great job here to control the posture. Starting to land a few shots here to the head.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of pressure on Morgan.
Canfield again trying to pass guard, ends up back in Morgan's full guard, keeping that pressure on the cage.
Yeah, he's keeping a lot of pressure on Morgan. And honestly, with Morgan's head on the cage, full guard is not the best position to be in. He cannot get up from here, and you can't really work any submissions, or it's very tough to work submissions with the pressure Canfield's putting on him with his head against the cage. He doesn't have any room. Now in the half guard position, it's going to be a little easier for Morgan to attempt to get up and wall walk on the cage to try and get up to a standing position.
Canfield doing a great job here from top position to maintain posture, and he is doing some decent damage. Morgan has absolutely no answer so far.
Yeah, he has had the left arm of Morgan pinned for a second, landed some nice short right hands there. Canfield really just smothering Morgan on the ground in every position. Now Morgan has the right arm underhook. He needs to use this to get up. He needs to push off with that right arm, get his bottom leg, unhook it, get to his knees, and use the cage to get up.
Now, as we score fights in this, it is a 10-point must-scoring system with the winner of the round scoring 10 points, the loser scoring 9 or less. Kevin, talk a bit about, could this possibly be a 10-8 round because we're seeing nothing out of Morgan?
You know, it really just depends on the judge. Some judges, if you really dominate the round, will give you a 10-8. You know, in my opinion, the way I like to score it is you almost have to finish the fight in that round to get a 10-8, in my opinion. I think 10-8s in MMA should be very hard to come by.
30 seconds remaining here in round 2. Canfield pushing the head down here of Morgan.
Looks like he's
This makes
fishing him for a guillotine.
Referee Mike England's going to stand him up. 10 seconds remaining here in round 2.
Wow, that was a pretty dominant position for Canfield to be stood up in.
Oh, nice head kick from Morgan. One shot after the bell.
Yeah, Morgan was already throwing that punch. He kind of pulled it at the end. No harm, no foul on that one.
Giving a seat upgrade tonight to the front row. To enter, you will need to text FIGHT to 79774.
So if you were in the corner of Matt Morgan at this point, what are you telling him?
Morgan has to keep his distance when Canfield shoots in. He has to defend the takedowns better, and he immediately has to try and get up. You're down 2 rounds to none. Even if he gives up his back, he has to try and get up. You cannot sit on your back and win this fight. You're down 2 rounds to none. You have to get a finish. You have to keep the fight standing, and you have to go all out to try and get up if he gets you down.
Third and final round here in the contest. Quick touch of the glove, show respect from both fighters. Matt Morgan definitely needs to do something here. As again, Canfield works to get him to that cage. He definitely knows what is working in his game plan tonight.
Yeah, and Morgan cannot be happy with a clinch. You have to disengage immediately. You cannot let Canfield get your back on the cage in this clinch position.
Canfield again looking for that takedown, doing very well, looking for the double, and basically gets it down.
Again, Morgan needs to let go of that right arm over the head of Canfield. All that's going to do is keep him down in this position.
Canfield doing a great job here with pressure. Peels the hands off of the possible guillotine. Again, it's very hard to finish a guillotine, if not impossible, from that position.
Yeah, at one time he was trying to throw it up, he did not even have half guard. It's difficult to finish from half guard. You really need to be in full guard to finish it.
And now he is mounted. This is a very bad position for Matt Morgan as he begins to start to eat some shots.
Yeah, now he's giving his back. Canfield needs to just flatten him up and keep on pounding. Referee Mike England could stop this fight.
Morgan is definitely going to need to do something here in this position, as Canfield has done a good job here to flatten him out.
Yeah, Morgan is not defending at all. Now
halfway through round 3.
Canfield fishing for the rear naked. Right arm is under the chin. I think he's got it. Step. And there's the tap. Very nice job from Canfield to finish that rear naked choke.
Very nice win coming for Joe Canfield.
Very nice methodical win from Canfield. You know, he took the game plan. He wanted to take Morgan down. He did. He grinded him out. Finally got that rear naked finish.
Definitely good work in this fight coming from Joe Canfield. He completely implemented his game plan and completely dominated in the clinch.
100%. Perfect fight for Joe Canfield. Your corner couldn't have scripted it any better for him.
As we go to our instant replay here, we see Joe Canfield on top, working, pulls that in, gets the arm under the chin, and Matt Morgan is forced to tap.
Yeah, once he got that right arm under the chin, it was just a matter of time. Morgan fought valiantly, trying not to tap. He had no choice.
So let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Baer to give us our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended. 1 minute and 46 seconds of round number 3 due to tap out from a rear naked choke. Your winner out of the blue corner, Joe Canfield.